Well, you can uncover the haunting secrets of Kentucky in the new book, Ghost Stories and Graveyard Tales, Kentucky.
Oh, I love the sound of that.
I know, right?
And today we're joined by the author, Sircy, to tell us all about the spine-tingling journey. Now, I haven't read anything yet, so I wanted to wait until you got out here. Are we talking like real stories from, around Kentucky that are retold, or is that of your imagination?
No, it's basically a history book.
Oh, I love it.
Stuff that happened, Civil War, fires, just Native American, just a lot of crazy things happened in Kentucky, and I documented just a few of them here in this book.
Is this your first book?
I've got probably about 20 books. I've done Louisville last year, and I got a bunch of notes. Well, I'll do one on Kentucky because I've just, accumulated so much stuff.
Absolutely.
So do you, as far as these stories are concerned, do you travel to the location, get more information and all that stuff? So what's that process
it's on
like?
the ground up, just talking to people, going to the archives, old newspapers, just doing the research. If something is haunted, I want to find out why it's haunted.
What sparked your interest?
I used to live behind a haunted house in Nashville. It belonged to John Overton, the founder of City of Memphis. And before that was an Indian land. Then Overton bought it and it became a plantation. When he built his mansion, he dug up 3 stone box graves and he built this huge house. I moved in 2005. The first night I was in the house, the trash can moved 8 feet in the middle of the night. So weird things always happen.
So you're used to this. I mean, this doesn't scare you to go out and do the research for all of this.
It's mischievous, silly stuff. Nothing's going to hurt you.
There you go. What's on the cover there?
It's the Headless Horseman. There's a Civil War battle. I think it was close to Hopkinsville. The Confederate cavalry came in, and a soldier fell off his horse, and they assumed he was dead, so they left him. He woke up a little bit later and started foraging for food, and this farmer saw him foraging, and he took him prisoner, and then a couple days later he winds up headless. So it's.
Oh,
I don't want to give it away because it's one of the best stories in the book.
No, I mean, it's on the cover, so I mean, but that ought to draw people in. So it's nothing tied to the legend of Sleepy Hollow. This is our own version right here.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So tell me, how can we find the book? How can we get it? I mean, we would love.
Amazon.com is your best friend. Different bookstores carry it. Barnes & Noble. It's anywhere you find books, you can find it.
Are you going to do any signings or anything coming up for this particular book? Have you got any of that planned?
Yeah.
I'm actually going to be in Franklin, Tennessee tomorrow for a festival, so that's probably my next big thing.
Oh, that sounds like a lot of fun. Is this kind of your whole genre right here? Is it to kind of go on the spookier tales?
Haunted history. Yes, I've done books about St. Louis, Cincinnati, Chicago, about 10 books in Tennessee, Philadelphia, Louisville. It's fun. History is what I really enjoy. Okay,
so now that we're talking about history, have you made it to Salem yet?
I've poked around up there, and Salem's a cool town. It reminds me of like a cold Savannah, Georgia. It's a little port town, and all the witch stuff. There's actually, I'm trying to think, there was a witch trial in Jamestown, Tennessee, in one of my other books called Tennessee Tales. 1835, this kooky old guy, he sits by the fire and just reads all the time. Well, the kids come in his window and look at him, watch him read. Well, one of the girls got sick. Well, they're like, oh, he's casting spells, making the kids sick. So a posse went and rounded him up, threw him in jail, and the judge, they had a proceeding, but they found him not guilty. Then he sued the people who roughed him up.
Oh, of course, the American way.
But that was 1835 in Tennessee.
So, again, have you seen, when you go to do the research on these stories, did you see some of the things yourself?
Well, I haven't seen a ghost until 2021. I lived in a haunted house, saw weird things happen, and heard things. 2021, I was in Gallatin, Tennessee, in this old mansion. I was walking down the breezeway. I looked in the reception hall. I saw a guy in a fedora kind of turned to the side. Did a double take. Like, that shouldn't be there. Something's wrong. So I messaged the director. Tell me I'm crazy. There's a guy in fedora in the reception hall. He messaged me back. Oh, you saw Squire. So it was like a common thing. They just knew he was there. And
so you actually saw with your own eyes that.
Yes, sir. A man in a fedora.
But again, the other mischievous stuff that that happened and you didn't see anything do it, but you just know it was done.
Yeah, I had a lamp in the other room. I would turn off at night. In the morning, it would be on. I come home from work, and my TVs would be on in both rooms. Weird things like that would happen.
So for more information, we need to go to southernghoststories.com. Is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, my goodness. We're going to get to find all that great information. Amazon.com to get his latest book. We appreciate it.
Thank
you so much.